the championship leader on the attack. Here we go with Max Verstappen. Wasn't even a contest. Max Verstappen wins the Sao Paulo Grand Prix.
Turn left.
After yesterday's heavy rain forced the postponement of Grand Prix qualifying, we are up bright and early in Brazil.
So Max uses to build tyre temperature, and then we need a good gap for the remaining 2 laps.
Max Verstappen will be looking over his shoulder. He's in the drop zone now, thanks to that effort from Charles Leclerc, who goes up to third.
Oh, there's a crash.
Max Verstappen needs a lap. The pendulum swung the other way. The red flag is out. The red flag is out with 46 seconds on the clock. This could be the moment that changes the World Championship. No one would have predicted Verstappen out in Q2. But my word, that is what we have.
What about the race? What are your chances from where you'll be
Starting far in
starting?
the back, so it will be quite difficult to pass around here with all the spray and the amount of rain, but we'll have a look.
This is Brazil, and it's time for the next chapter of this relentless World Championship run. Max Verstappen, 5-place grid penalty, finds himself dropping down to 17th in the order. Alex Albon, he's withdrawn from the race. There is an empty slot on the grid. The moment for the green light on the gantry is now. The formation lap is underway. Lance Stroll finds himself off the road on the formation lap.
I believe his engine is off. Engine on.
He's rolling.
Yeah, engine is back on.
An aborted start here because he's stuck in the gravel. The race to win in Interlagos begins in 5 lights time. The Sao Paulo Grand Prix is underway.
You have arrived at your destination.
Mode 6, when you can, Max.
And through the spray, having a go at Lewis Hamilton, fighting his way through and taking 10th place. The man on the charge, the championship leader on the attack. Max Verstappen up to P10. Max Verstappen looking to make another move up against Pierre Gasly, and Verstappen comfortably takes 9th position.
Good job, Max.
Max Verstappen getting past Fernando Alonso.
Car ahead is Piastri. The pace up front, 25.3.
Here we go with Max Verstappen in another league right now. Wasn't even a contest. The man showing us why he's a 3-time world champion. Piastri would have offered a defense if he thought he could, but Verstappen roars by. He's going past all of them.
He's on your tail now, mate, so just look out. Eyes and mirrors. Actually, gap 0.6, all good. Mode 6, car ahead, Lawson.
The driver who started so far back on the grid, now looking at the major points. He's up 10 places in the Grand Prix. Max Verstappen hasn't won since the Spanish Grand Prix, and there won't be a contest there. Another position gain.
Okay, Max, so the train ahead is Leclerc first, then Ocon, then Tsunoda.
Rain is really hammering down. This now is where it gets tricky, as the rain gets heavier in the final corners of the racetrack. Does Charles Leclerc come into the pits? Does he take on new tyres? He does. The Ferrari pits. He is no longer part of this battle. Up to 5th place goes Max Verstappen.
Turning very heavy here. Keep an eye on Charles's lap times.
He's pitting into traffic though, Max.
This is all about keeping the car pointing in the right direction. George Russell cannot cope with the car on the circuit any longer. He comes into the pits. They take on the new tyres.
It's a lot of more of it. Let's try a lap.
Stay up. Recharge off. Just Be very careful, please, Max. Very careful.
Russell and Norris didn't feel they could take this car any further on the tyres that they had, and now Ocon and Verstappen are desperate for a safety car or a red flag.
So Max, Russell and Norris have pitted for inters. They are behind you. You are effective P2 on track. Just keep it on track, mate. Keep it on track.
And the safety car is finally deployed to neutralise the race. Big crash into the wall for Franco Colapinto. Colapinto finds the barriers. It is a red flag. The race is interrupted with Esteban Ocon, the leader.
I think I can jump out, yeah?
Yeah, I think you can jump out very quickly, Max.
You can change tires in pit lane at no penalty. So for the cars that didn't pit, your top three, Ocon, Verstappen, and Gasly, it is a free pit stop. They can put on whatever tires they want.
It's still very wet out there, but the green flag flies at Sao Paulo once again. Esteban Ocon takes us back to racing conditions.
Oh, and we see the Ferrari going around.
Into the wall! Carlos Sainz can't keep it on the road, and he spins into the barrier to bring out the safety car once again.
And there will be 27 laps remaining once you cross the line.
Ocon leaving it late, but Ocon leaving the field behind. They're very tightly bunched up in the background. There's a big opportunity for Charles Leclerc. There's a big opportunity for George Russell, but a better one for Max Verstappen, who finds himself taking the lead as Lando Norris has gone off the road. The championship pendulum swings in one corner as Verstappen goes from 17th on the grid to the lead in Brazil.
How far is it behind?
0.7.
In the Brazilian rain, the Dutchman has delivered a defining drive. He climbs the hill back to Grand Prix victory, up through the gears to a huge moment in the Drivers' World Championship. The world champion strikes back. Max Verstappen wins the Sao Paulo Grand Prix in 2024. 17th on the grid to the win. A return to victory when it mattered most.
It's been a long time coming, mate, but boy, was that worth the wait. You are the man.
Oh, yes! What an unbelievable race, guys. You know what that is? Simply lovely. I tell you that. Never give up.
That is right up there with one of the greatest performances he has had in his illustrious career. He is now staring at a 4th World Championship.
We're just, having a really good feeling in the car, and we made all the right calls again, stayed calm and executed when we needed to, so incredibly happy with today. I mean, honestly crazy. I never expected to go from P17 to P1. Was hoping for good points, but this is absolutely crazy. Yeah.